But HTML and body tags are compulsory when we are writing the HTML documents.
Okay, and the file will be saved with an extension like .htm.
Yes. .htm and also .html. You can use any one.
Okay, and how would we able to execute this file?
Yeah, you can use Internet Explorer or any web browser, right? Once you double click on that file, it will run on a web browser and it will show the content of website.
Okay, thank you.
Right, so here are few more tags about the HTML, like BR, it's a line break tag. H1 to H6, it's a header tag. So it will show the size of particular header, right? P means paragraph. Suppose you want to make some paragraph on your contents, then you can use P tag. And last one is font. It's a very important font, right? So here we are taking one example, like simply we are developing the web page of biology informations which contain the information about the biology. So first tag, obviously HTML is there. Here we are not putting any title, or we are not putting any head. So we are just simply written head and title. We can remove this tag also, right? Now the biology is there, it's a title. Then body. Now we want to display some information in body tag. So bg color is the attributes. So background color is blue, right? Font color is a red. So here we have used two tag, body as well as font, and also we use attributes. Bg color is the attributes of body tag, as well color is the attributes of font tag. So color equal to red. Sometimes you also write the color in hexadecimal format. It is not necessary to write color in a particular alphabets red. You can write the value of hexadecimal of red color over here, right? Here we put h1 means header 1, right? So here then u tag is used for underline. Suppose you want to make an underline of particular content, then you can use u tag. Then center means you want to display the tag on center, right? So here we want to make a word biology on center, right? That is why we use center tag. After this, see, we finish the h1 header 1 part. If we didn't finish h1, then it will not take a right answers of that. Then we finish /u, that we finish here the underline tag as well as /center, and now the header 3 h3 is there. So here we are just writing the contents, the more information about the biology, like biology is the study about the animal, birds and human, and this is the content of biology. So our heading is biology and these are the content of biology. BR, right, it's a break line tag. Here we finish h3, see, right? So it is compulsory to finish each and every tag. If you are not doing this, you will not have the exact information on website. Then we are using h4. So here we are extending the different tags like h1 to h2, h3, h4 like this. So gradually the contents of the tag is going smaller and smaller. And finally we finish the body tag and HTML. So how the web page is look? See, this is the web page. So biology is the heading, h1. The font size of biology is very large. Then we use h3 for the biology is the study about the animal, birds and human. So the font size are smaller than the heading. And finally we use h4 for the last line of the web page, right? So this is information about h1 tag to h6 tag, right? We are moving forward. Now we are moving about the body. We are focusing more part of the body, right? So body is a tag. bg color means background color. bg color is the attributes of body tag. So you can write anything, any color over there, like light yellow. Here we take the color light yellow, so it will show the contents. The background color of web page is light yellow, right? So we are going, even if we can make or we can put the image on background, right? So attributes is background. The color is used when the background color is used for the attributes bg color, and if you want to use any image, then the background color attributes are there. So finally tag is body, right? As I said earlier, HTML is not a case sensitive. Here I write the entire code in a capital form. See, the font face is again attributes of font tag. Here we can write the font type like Arial, Times New Roman, right? Vardhana. You can use any font type. Size, you can define size like 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, right? So these are other attributes of font tag, right? Then here we conclude the font tag /font. Again we used the different attributes of font. So my concept is there, you can write any way, either capital or in a small letter, so it's not a case sensitive, right? So here are the detailed information about the heading tab, right? So we can go from H1 to H6. Generally we are using H1 to H6, right? So here we write H1, the content of H1 is heading 1. Then we write H2, the content is heading 2, and finally H6, the content is heading 6. So how does it look like? See, it look like this. So heading 1 is the biggest of all the contents, and heading 6 is the smallest. So you can use heading tag for the size of information. After heading, the next tag is image tag. You can use img. So it is the content. This element define a graphical image. Definitely if you want graphical image, you can use image tag. So here once again we are going forward with image tag. We start with the HTML tag, then we use directly body. See, here we are not using a head and title, we directly jump to body. So it's not a compulsory tag, as the madam said earlier, right? So here img is a tag. Suppose you want to call some images, so you can use src. Src is the attributes of image. Src means source, image source. So you want to use some image or graphics, then you can call that graphics with src. Image is a tag. Even if you can add functionality with the border, if you want to give the borderline of that particular image, then you can define over here, right? Plus you can define the width and height of that image. So here we define width 60 and height is also 60. So these are the attributes of image tag, right? Here we are calling one more image with align. See, align is the attribute of image. It contained the left side or its center or its right. So these are the basic attributes of image like src, align, width, height, size, and finally we finish the body and HTML, right? So these are the image tag. So what are the popular format?
The question that I want to ask is that you are calling one image by providing the attribute src, okay? And say you are given the image name like flower.gif.
Yes.
So what is the location of the file, that is where this file flower.gif has been stored?
So if we are developing the static pages, then the location is itself in a folder where we are writing the code, or location may be differ. Then you should write the entire path of location. Suppose the flower.gif in the G drive in the folder of my, then you should write g:/my/flower.gif, by which you can get the image. So it is not a restriction. You must put the image in a particular folders. But usually the people are making their file in a particular folder.
Okay, so it is advisable to have all the files at the same location.
Yeah, it is advisable, but you can call the image from anywhere in the file, right?
Okay, and which other kind of files, image files can be used here with?
Yeah, so it's a good questions. Here are the more like GIF. It's a graphical interchange format. Then JPG, Joint Photographic Expert Group. These are the full form of JPG. Then PNG, portable network graphics, there are many more like BMP. Then you can also not only the file, you can also call the videos. So these are the functionality of multimedia, right? So you can call the video, you can call the graphics, you can even call the MPG video, MP4 video, MP3 video. So everything is supported by the HTML, right? So these are the functionality of multimedia used by the HTML. This is a very important linking tag. What is the meaning of linking? Linking is done through the hyperlink. It is the references of other sources such as HTML documents and images. So you can make a link on document as well as you can make a link on image. Both text and images can act as a hyperlink. It can be created using anchor element. So angle bracket A is the tag of linking. Suppose you want to make some link in your documents, then you can use this tag, right? So here href is the attributes of A tag, right? It specifies the location of link resources, right? So here again we take one example. Body is the tag, P is the paragraph tag, A href attributes, and here we are simply writing the name of link, www.gmail.com, right? Same thing, see the yahoo.com, and what are the output here? Yahoo and Gmail. See, this is the linking is very important part of HTML. After link, one more tag is there. It is list. What is I mean by list? So how can you create the variety of list? So in this section we can create two type of list. One is unorder and second is order list. So how can we develop unorder? So here is the more detail about unorder list. ul tag for unorder, and li call list item. Suppose you want to make a heading of list, then you can write ul, and you want to display the item of list, then you can write between the li. So here each and every time we are finishing the tag, see li/li. If you are not doing this, then you will not able to display the particular correct answer over there. So you must complete the /li, right? Same thing, here is the one example. Unorder, it's a one kind of bullets. You can say in bullet we can use disk, by default is a disk, then circle and square. So these are the type of bullets. Here is the example. Here we take type disk, and here we content the apple, banana and mango. So apple is the list index li, banana is a list index, and mango is the list index. Here we also just finishing the tag ul/ul, right? So these are the code of unordered list. So what will be the output of that? See, this is the output of unordered list, apple, banana and mango, and here we use bullet, see, and disk is there, right? So this is the example of unorder. One more example, right? So here we take different things. It's a yes. Now we are moving for order list. So ol is the tag. It's a numbered, automatically getting by the browser. Again the same tag is there, li, it's a list item. It is also necessary to finish ol tag /ol. Now what is the example of ol? Yes, you can start your number from 1, 2, 3, continue. Then you can start lower alphabetical like small a, b, c, d. You can use upper alpha in order list, capital ABC. Even if you can use lower Roman as well as upper Roman, right? So just consider the example over here. See, right? Here we take OL. Here we are not defining any OL type like 1, 2, 3, A, small a, capital A, and same contents are there: apple, banana, lemons, and orange. They are the list index, right? So by default it will take the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4. If you want to add or identify the type, then you should define like small a, capital A, small Roman, capital Roman. So it contains the same information, but the numbers are different in different format, right? So these are the list. Here we define the upper Roman. OL type is the Roman 1. The contents remain same. So what will be the output? So this will be the output. Every contents like apple, banana, lemons, and orange are using the Roman numbers. So this is the list, ordered as well as unordered. Now the very important part of the HTML, it's HTML forms, right? So HTML forms are used to select. Yes, I think any questions from madam's side?
Okay, so if I want to divide my web page into different components, like
Yeah.
then which tag is used?
Sorry?
If I want to divide the web page into different portions, like the first portion is horizontal, two vertical portions, so which tag is used?
It's a frame set,
Okay.
right? You can divide your portion, suppose row and column.
Okay.
So you can use frame set by giving their percentage like 30 and 70, and you are giving row span. Then the entire web page is divided into two part,
Okay.
right? And if you are giving col span, then it's divided into two part by column horizontally and vertically.
Okay. And can I have scroll bars within the frames?
Yes, you have scroll bars, right? So you are just wanted to know the tag, the content which are moving over the web page, or
No, if my content is more than, like it is passing the page size, then can I have the scroll bars?
yes, you can have the scroll bars in HTML.
Okay. Thank you.
The HTML forms. So it's a very important part of HTML. HTML forms are used to select the different kind of user input. If the user want to make or send a input to HTML, then